God bless. I've been reading Five Lives of the Century by David Moore. It's from '95. Very good read. So we're going to go over dads. No one is more important. You know, a lot of the stuff in this book does, I think, relate to homelessness, because so much of what's been stripped from us and taken away is all contributing factors, and why houses are no longer homes, and the just absolute breakdown in society. The more we get broken down, the more homeless there are. So, an epidemic of fatherless children. The most common failure of fathering is walking out on the family. When a dad walks out, a child's life is forever changed. Every father ought to consider the following before walking out. So, 1, fatherless daughters are 53% more likely to marry as teenagers, 111% more likely to have children as teenagers, 164% more likely to have out-of-wedlock birth, and those who married are 92% have a 92% higher divorce rate than girls who were raised by a dad in the home. Fatherless sons are 35% more likely to experience male failure in the marriage. Education. Fatherless children are twice as likely to drop out of high school. Chances of being a high achiever are cut in half. According to the National Association of Elementary School Principals, 33% of children from two-parent families become high achievers, while only 17% of children from single-parent homes become high achievers. Fatherless children are also more likely to have learning disabilities. Emotional. Wow. Fatherless sons are 300% more likely to become incarcerated in state juvenile institutions. 70% of all juveniles in state institutions today come from fatherless homes. Characteristics of a good dad. In case you want to know, I'm good at the Bible. Ephesians 6:4, St. Paul says, "Fathers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord." In the original Greek, the word exasperate literally means to make angry or enraged, referring to a slow burn type of anger where the more you think about it, the angrier you can become. Men who care can make a difference. And did you know that 60% of single white mothers and 80% of black mothers have absolutely no child support at all from their fathers? Well over the majority of dads, 60% for whites and 80% for blacks, the dad is totally AWOL. That's an issue. The Father Factor by Daniel, oh goodness. And today the average time a father spends is 37 seconds a day interacting with his children. Not enough time to train a child. The Father Factor, Daniel Amneus, wrote that from the National Institute for Mental Health, they found that the cross-cultural studies they conducted, that poverty is not as important factor in juvenile delinquency as the absence of a competent and loving father. Money doesn't solve everything. Attention, positive attention, wow, that solves a lot. Through the decades of social policy, the federal government has gutted and plundered the black community of its fathers and husbands. The result is that boys learn that drugs and larceny are the fastest way to make a lot of cash. They simply don't have fathers who can teach and demonstrate the virtues of healthy work ethic, the importance of sexual discipline, and the responsibility, the benefits of education, and the beauty of transcendent values. A culture in crisis is created by men. So last year I spoke to 700 high school students about the importance of making amends with others. A 16-year-old boy moved close, looked around to see if anyone was listening, and said quietly, "My dad left us when I was a little kid. He was going to teach me to be a man." He began to cry. "I mess up every relationship I get in. I hurt the people I care the most. And I really hurt a girl. I need to make it right, but I don't know how. Who's going to teach me how to relate to people?" The day the young man's dad walked out, for whatever reason, he sentenced his son to years, perhaps a lifetime, trying to figure out how to relate to people. Very interesting. A lot of issues that we're facing comes down to the lies that are described in this book, which goes from America was never a Christian nation, traditional family is irrelevant, evolution is an established scientific